Facebook will restrict certain users if U.S. election gets, quote, extremely chaotic or violent. As Facebook gave us a welcome break from a virtue signaling by threatening to pull its business from Europe should the courts uphold an EU-wide ban on transferring European user data to US-based servers. That's the thing Facebook said. The European court said, no, you got to keep the data here on our users. You can't send it off to the US. Facebook said, well, we can't do that. And if you're going to make us do it, well, we're just going to have to pull out of Europe. And now we got here. Basically, it's sort of what they call a break the glass option. If things get chaotic, they're going to censor your posts. And I'll just say this. I'll just say what's going on here. They're going to, hate speech, chaos, violence. Well, what it really means, bottom line for all of you here, and as you can see, my voice is fading just a little bit here. What it means is that on election night, if you say Trump won, that because, excuse me, as we see, we're going to see votes counted in Michigan up to 14 days later. Pennsylvania, was it 3 or 4 days? I think there was news out of Wisconsin as well. They're planning on delaying, the whole plan here is to delay, find enough votes for Biden. That's the plan. We've been over this. So in the interim, on election night, if you say, let's give an example, maybe you say Trump won Michigan. That post, if it hasn't been certified yet, if that's on Tuesday night, Wednesday night, Thursday night, Friday, before they count in all the mail-in ballots, that post, Facebook may censor that post. If we have a protracted recount, lawsuits, this thing's tied up in the courts for weeks, and you're talking about how you think Trump won, or even if you think Biden won, Facebook's going to go in there and delete that for election interference. And Facebook has their trusted group of fact checkers. There's even one example. Who do they have? Who do they appoint? They appoint these organizations with a point of view. They've got left-wing organizations, a couple of right-wing, I guess if you call it, they're more center-right. So for example, there's one example that I've seen just outside of politics, where I guess, well, everything is connected to politics, but one about climate change. If you post about climate change, or if you say, the science isn't quite settled regarding climate change, if you think maybe they've got it wrong, or maybe you advocate for something like nuclear power, I think that's one of the specific examples, that may be flagged by an organization that says you're spreading misinformation, you're a science denialist, that kind of a thing. So back to the election, if you're posting anything about, no, I think Trump won in this county because of this evidence that I have, that now may be subject to being deleted by Facebook and their moderators and whoever they're putting in charge of basically maintaining the integrity of Facebook. We're going to see this a lot. We may see this on Twitter. I expect to see this on YouTube as well. Any really social media during this time, during the aftermath of November 3rd, because it doesn't appear that there's going to be a winner declared on election night. I mean, I guess we could just bake that into the cake. So any discussion surrounding that is now you in a Facebook group, and people are talking about, oh wow, I think maybe there's something suspect here. Maybe someone has video footage of some unsecured mail ballots in a truck or something like that getting unloaded, and they share that. Well, Facebook might flag that video, suspend your account, or close the Facebook group because you're spreading election misinformation. It is very, very dangerous times in my estimation, and I would love to know what you think about the potential in the after November 3rd of Facebook going in there and scrubbing all your posts when you're just talking about the election. I think it's very dangerous. This kind of censorship is not a good idea. I'm just not a fan of it at all.